Hi everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel sikhuluma ama-reality TV shows, ama-celebrities kanye nama-YouTubers. So listen, you guys, we are going to go through this article that has been written on the in the Sunday World because you guys, the ex-manager Cyan has spoken to the Sunday World. She's giving more details as to what happened with their relationship, how it started, and what went wrong in their relationship, and what is true and what is not true with regards to what Cyan has posted on his social media. Okay, listen, this is what I'm going to say about this manager after reading this article. He's not all innocent. Okay, we all know that when a relationship ends, there's always something that each party has to take accountability for. Okay, there are times when I'm reading this article when I feel like this manager was managing money more than he was managing Cyan. Okay, so I'm like, I wonder what his job was. Okay, was he managing Cyan's money or was he managing Cyan? But I'm going to tell you why I think that there's something funny about how the finances were set up when it comes to this manager and Cyan. So maybe Cyan does have a point in saying that, listen, there's something funny that this guy was doing with my money. That's why I got upset. But I'm going to say this again, you guys. I did say on my live this morning that I don't think that anything justifies laying your hands on somebody. You're not supposed to do that. Okay, you can resolve things, with your words. Okay, if you need to cut the relationship with this manager, do that, but don't put your hands on somebody because that will end up getting you into trouble. And besides, you're not supposed to treat people like that. Sayan Bushi is a bully, and many are tired of her, says the ex-manager. This is a story written by Balenhle Azuma. Wellington Lerato Malete, the former manager of Cyan Butchie, says that many are tired of her and claims that she is a bully. Listen, you guys, I won't argue against that because I think personally I have seen a Cyan being a bully, okay, in the internet. and, and she took the footage herself, okay, to prove to us that she is a bully. Speaking to the Sunday World, Malete expressed disappointment at the socialite's real name, Honor Zuma. Guys, I've never said this, but I think that Honor is such a beautiful name. Okay, I remember when I first heard it, I thought it was Honor, like ONA. But Honor is such a beautiful name, unusual but very beautiful. He is being accused by Cyan of allegedly swinging her out of her money and various other things. Malete has denied all claims. So all of the things that Cyan said about him, he is denying. Over the weekend, Malete shared a photo of himself seemingly covering an eye injury. Cyan has denied that she AS, the 49-year-old man. Okay, listen, you guys. I was laughing reading this the first time because the photo of the manager where he's hiding the side of his face. I actually thought that the side that he was showing us was the side that was injured. So I thought, okay, Cyan must have maybe slapped him because it did look a little bit like swollen. But now they are saying here that the other side was the side that was injured. I got it all wrong because I was thinking but now that I think about it, I'm like, okay, Pantando, why would he hide the other side that is not injured? Okay, that doesn't even make sense. Okay. I think that's funny. Over the weekend, Malaka shared a photo of himself seemingly covering an eye injury. Sayan denied that she AS the 49-year-old. Taking to her social media stories on Tuesday morning, she told her side of the story. She claims Malaka forced her to be with older men. Sayan also said Malaka was lying through his teeth for saying that she was broke. Okay, listen, you guys, I think Cyan is also out there trying to prove to people that she's not broke because, of course, there is a video going around on social media. I'm not sure if it was posted by her or someone else, but there's a video going around on social media of her buying a very expensive car. Malady said the two started working together in June last year. This was not a long working relationship, and that's the thing, you guys. It doesn't really feel like or look like because we are watching from a distance. Okay, it doesn't really look like Usain is able to really keep like long-term relationships, whether it's working relationships or even friendships. We've seen some of her friendships fall apart just a few months after the friendships are started. So he says that the relationship was strictly business. The two had their first fallout 2 weeks after they started working together. There was a sign that this is not a good relationship. If you are having a falling out with the client that you are supposed to manage 2 weeks after you started working for them, there was a sign that you mustn't go back. But he did went back. Okay. The reason for the first falling out was because she did not show up for gigs. a gig, or did not show up for gigs. Okay, they separated, blocked each other, but 2 weeks later they met and reconciled. Okay, and I guess both of them needed the money. Okay, he needed a client and the client needed him. At first, I was never on the road with them. I would only go to gigs when it's necessary. I always wonder about that. When you manage a client, do you really, like an artist, do you really need to go? Well, guys, I know we are stretching it a little bit with the artist thing, but I mean, she is a DJ. I'm joking, you guys. I'm joking. When you manage an artist, you really have to, be moving around with them. Can you just manage them, like get the bookings, everything, and then send them off, okay? So that you can keep like an arm's length relationship. That way, you wouldn't get into like physical fights with them, like this, like it happened with them. So he says that he would not go to gigs initially, okay? But most of the time she was pushing it, and I did not want to be on the road. I was trying to avoid something like this. I have always said to her, I'm not her home manager, but her manager, okay? Said Malete. With Cyan trending every week, Malete said that he was the one who had to deal with those issues. This then led to her getting a lot of bookings, okay, which is not a bad thing. I mean, if you manage somebody, you are hoping that they get a lot of bookings. After the SEX tape with Prince KB, that's when things started getting busy. I felt like I was working for someone like Kabza the Small. I don't know why, out of all of the artists that he could have chosen to make an example with, he just chose Kabza. Maybe he has worked with Kabza. I don't know. So we were making good money. We were making good money, and all the money will be transferred to my account. That's the part that I don't understand. But maybe people that work in this sector can make us understand. When you're managing somebody, does the money come into your account? Because I would think that the money will go to the client's account and then the client will pay you as the manager. So this is where the manager thing became funny for me, because what is Cyan's money doing in your bank account? Okay. So it says that, however, there are some bookings which she had relations with that went straight to her. So basically, it was an exception for the payments to go to Cyan's account. The money will go to the manager's account. He is admitting to that. I will send proof of payment all the time. After the first fallout, Malete said that he then started going to gigs with her, going to her house. And listen, you guys, that's why I'm saying that, like, when something goes on in a relationship, all the parties have something to take accountability for. You started a relationship with this client. 2 weeks later, you're having a fight, you're going your separate ways, and then you come back together. You make a decision that, you know what, it's better for us to actually, close, spend time, even more closer to each other and be in each other's personal space. What? Of course, that was a wrong decision for him to make, you know. Okay, so after the first four out, Maleta said he started going to gigs with her, going to her house and chilling for almost an hour, waiting for her, all for the sake of her brand. In December, she asked for my 6 month bank statement. Okay, this is where it gets funny. Okay, in December, she asked for my 6 month bank statement because she wanted to buy a car. She then gave me an attitude after I refused to give her the document. Okay. She then missed a few gigs since September in December. That I don't understand, you guys. Listen, I did high grade English. I promise you. I know I don't sound like it, but I did high grade. I did high grade English in metric, but this started. She then missed a few gigs since September in December. Hi guys, no. Even if I didn't know English, this one doesn't make sense. But this is the thing, you guys. Now, remember, he is admitting that the Cyan's money is going into his bank account. Now, Cyan wants to buy a car, so he's asking for the 6 months bank statement because her money is going into his account. Is Cyan wrong? Okay. So now there was a point where she broke up with some. I need the statement explaining. December, she asked for 6 months bank statement. She was going to buy a car. She then gave me an attitude after I refused to give her the document. So he refused to give her the bank statement. So, guys, listen, if my money is going into somebody's bank account and then I'm asking that person for the banking for the 6 months bank statement and they are refusing to give it to me, I am going to assume that this person has eaten my money. Okay. Because why are you not giving me the 6 months bank statement? Because the money goes to you. The money for our bookings go to your bank account. Obviously, if I'm trying to buy a car, they want to know how much I'm making. So the money is in your bank account, Baba. So ngicela my bank statements, okay? There was a point when she broke up with some baller guy, but angazi-ke le ukuthi ihlangana yaphi. Baller guy, she met a nail sprayed who later dumped her. She cancelled all her gigs. Guys, listen, Usain wajola shem. Uyabona Usain single and joling. Okay, she gets in one relationship to another. I guess there's many relationships that Usain gets into that we never hear about. We only know about the few. Okay, Maleta says that when it was December, everything was piling up, and Cyan does not like to do refunds. Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. Cyan is very nice when money comes into your account, but it's not nice when it has to go out. She always wants to negotiate new dates, so he needs to be with her on the road to avoid dealing with refunds. Her last gig was on the 31st, and I left them in Centurion and went straight to my place, changed, and headed straight to the airport. She then followed me to Cape Town. She was not booked or even part of me and my friends' plans. Okay, so now they are done with the bookings on the 31st. The manager decides it's time for him to have him time, okay, with his friends. He goes to Cape Town, she's following him. Okay, doesn't Cyan have other friends? I got there on Monday. She arrives on Tuesday. She missed two of her flights and was crying hysterically because she is blonde and does not know how to do things for herself. Okay. But yeah, Cyan is young. But I mean, I'm sure she's not too young to book herself a flight. Okay. Malete had planned to go to Joburg on Wednesday, but Cyan convinced him, so they booked another night for 5,000 rand. He then started getting worried after seeing that she was calling people for money and was cautious with her spending. But you've got her money. Did you pay her all of the money that was in your bank account, though? After seeing that she was panicking, I booked my flight for Saturday and then left her with some of my friends. I managed to get her two gigs in Kailisha, and she did not go to those gigs at all. I asked her and she said she couldn't manage herself. She didn't even have money to book a flight back because she missed a flight. But what happened to all the money? Fast forward to the past weekend in Nelspruit, where the incident allegedly happened. She was booked, and she was in a foul mood that night. He said on Thursday he had told her he would use money she was booked for to refund the people. Okay, so obviously she got booked but didn't show up for some gigs, and money had to be refunded. Nell Sprayed was only giving her 10,000 rand, and she claimed that she had a good relationship with them. She said that they even give her guys who will give her 50,000 rands a night. Okay, but what does she do for these guys? Ziyaphuma izindaba. She just has guys that just give her 50,000 rand a night. Yeah, and they're not selling. On Saturday morning, she asked me about the payment for South Korea, okay, which was only next month. I guess she was going to go to South Korea. Yeah, South Koreans are watching Cyan. Yeah, are booking Cyan. Hey, Cyan is big. And another gig. I told her I still had the South Korean payment, but the other gig I had used to refund the people from Cape Town because she did not show up in Kailisha gig. Okay, she then instructed me to send all the payments straight to her account. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, we need to refund these people. She said she did not want any of her money randomly in Malete's account. Okay, but let's refund the people first and then I'll give you your money. So, and then demanded all her money. And when they were buying food, she sat on the pavement waiting for me. I don't know, I don't understand where does the buying of the food come in, but I guess he's giving all the details. Okay, she then said that I have been chowing her money and she's been quietly observing. Listen, oh guys, I think she's justified in thinking that because when she asked for the statement, she wasn't given. Because all you can do is give her the statement. And then when she asked questions, okay, what is this one? Okay, this one is mine. This one is, yours. This is a gig that you did not go to. This money went back. I mean, you can always do that. I mean, if her money was in this guy's account, she had every right to ask for the statements, I think. She then said I have been showing her money and she's been quietly observing. I reacted. While we were busy exchanging words, she hit me with an object because I'm a man. I couldn't do anything. They stopped us and she tried to bite me on my hand. I told her that she mustn't come with ish and left with my car back to Joburg. Maladia was previously the manager of DJ Lamiz, whom Cyan is referring to on her Instagram stories. He denies all the allegations made by Cyan against him. The former manager feels that Cyan is trying to buy the case. This is after she received a strange phone call on Monday. Listen, ow. I think it's possible for Cyan to be like, you know, the police station, managing it, docket, you know. The next thing, everything is like disappearing. Previously, Cyan was accused of ASing a young social media influencer, Pablo Noko. She was also arrested for stealing an iPhone 13. Police arrested her after her certain Midrand venue. However, the matter was withdrawn at the Midrand Magistrate Court due to lack of evidence. Okay. Bumela police spokesperson Colonel Donald Mdluli confirmed the matter. This is a thing that's different with compared to the article I read this morning, because in the article I read this morning, they had said that they do not have any records of any case. Okay, but here they're saying spokesperson Donald Mdluli confirmed the matter. He said the police at White River are investigating the case of AS with intent to cause grievous bodily harm. According to the reports, it is alleged that an argument ensued between two people who were reportedly sparked by issues of payment for performance. The two people were arguing regarding honoring gigs. The victim was allegedly AS'd. Further allegations indicate that the suspect was also somehow beaten in his arm by complainant. Okay, but he said that she tried to beat him. She did not beat him. So now, how is he beaten when she only tried but didn't? Okay, the two were then reportedly separated by the people that were around. No one has been arrested yet. Listen, you guys, I heard these stories because, guys, everywhere we go in South Africa, there's a camera. Everywhere we go in South Africa, there's a camera. You mean to tell me nobody has this footage for us? The fight, not the audio. Forget about the audio. The fight. You mean nobody has the fight? Ah, guys, don't play with us, eh? Don't play with us in the gossip because we need that. We need the footage. Anyway, you guys, listen, that's what's going on with Cyan and her manager. And it really, honestly, I feel like both of them were not innocent. I just really need somebody to explain the money thing for me. You know, somebody that has worked in the industry, has managed some people. Is this how it works? Does the money really go to the manager's account? I think if I was the artist, I would want the money to come into my account and then I pay you, you know, your salary. Okay. Because I mean, obviously, I'm getting more money than you. So it's my money, and then I give you the percentage. Right? So it doesn't make sense for me that the money goes to the manager, but they say that's what happened. Okay. Now we have the details of Izindaba Zabantu that have nothing to do with us, but we still like to talk about them. So we can talk about this some more in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegiona, share it with you. Guys, listen, I forgot to say this. Listen, I do feel like before Muvalelis, hey guys, listen, and then people will say my videos are too long. Hey, before I go, guys, I forgot to say this. I wanted to say this. I feel like Usain is very young, you guys, and I understand the fame came. Other people are going to say, "Hi, man, she's 22. That is not too young." The fame came, and she's trying to manage it all. And then kunama PPL ngapa, the PPLs are leaking. She has to show up for performances, book planes, and ngapa she's struggling to manage. My friendships. I can just sort of get how she can get like unmanageable while she's trying to manage herself. But I mean, maybe she needs to assist somebody, so she can calm down a bit. And also, congratulations on her new purchase. She bought a car. In the midst of all of this, she bought a car. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumega, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers in Tanda. Kakul.